graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
This is an alert from Central Dispatch. Major disturbance reported.
You're listening to the BNC show on the whatever the fuck network this is.
God damn it, is that damn
BNC show?
Dude, don't stand around and hold your nuts. Dude. Turn the volume up. It's time for the
BNC show.
Every week you got some special treats. I even bang all of my freaks to the motherfucking
BNC show.
It's just two dudes with no class. I'm surprised you two bang their ass on the
BNC show.
Whew, you wild out. Yeah. And every week I'm calling for a time out, listening to the
BNC show.
See, he brings the real. And B, he brings the science and shit. But it's still on the
BNC show.
Kodak crazy questions got you guessing. But just listen close. It's always a lesson on the
BNC show.
My girlfriend thinks you're dummies, but I still listen cause I think you're funny when I'm listening to the
BNC show.
I love the BNC show. Yo, see, what we gonna talk about this week? Man, it don't even matter. Alright, well, come on, B, you ready? Let's go. Stupid motherfuckers. Hey, BNC, would you sign my titties?
Well, welcome to show 9. How's everybody doing?
They didn't respond. Hey, we're going to continue anyway. No, this is the BNC show. We're on week 9. I know you loved the segment on Colts last week. I know you love what we've been bringing this season. I got to be honest with you. You won't be able to believe what we're bringing. We got Miles Kelly's going to call in.
Miles Kelly's due next week, right?
Next week. We might hear again from Charlie Manning and Thurston.
Local superstar Reed Clayton will be in, I think, at the end of the month. That'll be good.
If we can get some superstars in, I've got an email out to Chris Brown and that guy that's in prison but has the mug shot that every girl loves. Evidently, he's got 80,000 likes now. This is Facebook.
Now, I've seen 2 stories. One story says he's got a porn contract, and the other one says that it's some top-tier modeling agency.
So yeah, he's got a teardrop, so you know what that means in thug life.
But he can't get bond, though. He can't...
He might not get out, but
no.
Evidently he's put some naked pictures out, and the phrase I heard was it's lengthened his...
His popularity.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
So,
you know, whatever gets you put on.
I don't know, man. Yeah,
if they're going to pay me to bang some of the most beautiful women in the world, I mean, that's a rough gig.
That's not too rough.
That's, I can think of some a lot worse things.
Do you think there are several women in a day for those guys? I mean, they're getting paid. I've heard upwards of $5,000.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It's obviously like 1/4 what the girls are making, but I mean, the girls are the superstars.
They really are.
And the guys that really get put on it's usually our company. Like this, you see the same 5 or 6 guys.
Yeah. So he definitely hit up, and so did Wu-Tang.
They did.
My man from Wu-Tang.
I remember Snoop Dogg did a video.
No, the guy he was high as hell, and he severed his penis and jumped off a roof or something several weeks ago. One of the members.
Yeah.
He actually said that everything works great. This is his quote, and that he wants to do porn to prove it. And he said, "Vivid, holler at me."
Wow. Well, there's no way in hell Vivid is going to go after one of the guys in Wu-Tang. I promise you that. No way in hell.
They're high class, right?
I mean, maybe the Blacks on Blondes would go after him. I think that's a popular one. That might work.
He might be starving for work. What do you think? I mean, if he's starving for work, he wants to change industries.
Now, what's going on with this? Speaking of the Wu-Tang thing, they recently released a record, but they only released 1 copy. And apparently the word I don't know if it's come out yet.
Just 1 copy.
Apparently the rumor was that the guy that bought it or is going to buy it was like a $1 million bid for it. But you figure if he buys it, then he could control the distribution of it, theoretically.
Right. And you're actually introducing something that I'm hearing about lately, which is different strategies for the music business. Dave Grohl actually put out a good point. I don't know if you heard this.
No, what did he say?
That crowd-funded shows are the new wave. So if you want to see them, 10,000 people have to put in a bid. I haven't even done any research on this, but you could tell there's a shift from the way it used to be with the industry to where it is now.
Oh,
with
yeah.
the virtual, and then next is something else. But you bet your ass if you're on the forefront, it's going to be a good spot to be. But just you brought up a great point, and I think there's a lot of changes coming about. A crowd-funded show.
That's wild. I hadn't heard that, but I mean, you can definitely see this the shift in the industry.
I have to agree.
With the online sale of music really dominating relative to actual physical copies of CDs, even though vinyl sales are improving finally.
They remain.
Yeah.
It's one of the qualities that there's a certain genre of people that just really adore it, man. I grew up on it, man. My father had a killer little whatever hi-fi system that I used to lift weights to. He had Bad Company, The Who, Moody Blues, Elvis, all this. I even actually learned how to swing the bat off a Stan Musial record.
Wow.
That he had purchased back in the day.
That's awesome.
But I think that's still clinging on, and there's nothing better than the record. Vinyl is just the shit. I mean, for DJs, it's tough. I agree.
It's very expensive. When I was using vinyl turntables, oh god, you would pay like $6 to $8 for one song. It had like the main song. It had a couple different versions of that one song.
So you had the full version, maybe just the instrumental,
maybe a remix,
something.
And then some shitty B-side cut of somebody you've never heard of, or something would never be a single. And unless you were in Philadelphia or Seattle or a big city, to where you'd go into record shops that actually had the turntables out to where you could try it out.
That's awesome.
If you were in a town like here, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but this goes back. I mean, when did I have those turntables? I still have them now. There's just one sitting right there. Yeah. But when was I using them? I was like 16 when I was using turntables.
All I remember is playing Cypress Hill. There's a
rock superstar.
Superstar.
Yeah.
There's two mixes of that, and that's the one I'm referring to. Actually, you got the full version. You got just the instrumental.
I got that in Philadelphia,
and that was the shit. We got to freestyle on it, and whatever we were doing at the time. I mean, that had to have been about 12 years ago, 15 maybe.
Yeah, my late grandmother bought us. My late grandmother bought me those two Gemini turntables and a little cheap Gemini mixer and the coffin.
That was definitely pre-high school.
And that's why I would laugh at anybody, because obviously I've just now basically got away from DJing, out and everything. But the initial backlash to MIDI controllers was so strong, like laptops. Like, oh, you're not a real DJ, you have a laptop. Like, motherfucker, I was toting around 100-pound caskets. Yeah. And spending hundreds of dollars on vinyl.
There's still work involved. You have to edit. You have to time sync. You have to key sync. You have to. Everything's got to be perfect. It's not like you're just pressing play.
Right.
And that's the phrase that's being termed loosely. I would just say, you're still doing work. I'm not knocking anybody. I think music comes from anywhere.
Sure.
Jim Morrison, there's a clip of him saying that he halfway predicted it.
He really did.
He said that there would someday be just one man playing a machine.
Yeah.
And I think not on the wrong side, but we're gonna get everything again. We went totally electronic for a minute. Now we're gonna start seeing acoustic groups. We're gonna start seeing good old rock bands again.
I agree.
So it's gonna be a fun time.
Yeah, it's the '70s all over again. I mean, it's the whole hippie thing mixed in with the '80s
What do they call
fashion.
them? Millennials?
I don't know.
I think they call them millennials. That's like the modern day hippie. I love it.
Skrillex actually did a track with the Doors. I don't know how long ago
I did see that, yeah.
And it was funny. What were you going to say? I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say I saw a little documentary on that, and the Doors were like, oh, so this is what music is like now.
Yeah, half of them, like Ray Manzarek, their organ player, their keyboard player, he's got kids, and the kids knew, the kids were, so he was kind of hip to it. But the drummer, the original drummer of the Doors, I don't remember what his name was. I apologize. That's -5 points for me. But he actually wanted to speak to Skrillex just by himself, and he actually chased the camera crew out of there because him being an old school musician, he hurts with this whole replacing live musicians. You look at a lot of big parties. And I was talking to Ian Spiker and Serge. They just got
Right.
back from Bonnaroo. They said as soon as the sun would go down, it would be electronica until the sun came back up.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't imagine. I mean, there's nothing, and I want to commend you. I mean, your birthday coming up. We're gonna have a show for that. But it's definitely just been a pleasure. What I was thinking when I was thinking this, I was like, man, it's C's birthday coming up. It's definitely been a pleasure playing with him and knowing him all these years. We played ball, we played different things, but like for somebody like you and I and Serge and Spiker and all these other great musicians that we've met over the years,
For sure.
to actually put in the time and study these things is what's it may go unrewarded. It may go unrewarded, but the hours in our community are just crazy. We're
Well, thank you
crazy.
for that.
You know that everybody that we fuck around with is just into it.
Yeah.
We don't care if we're poor. We don't care if we sign $1 million deal. We just have to make music in it. Like I said, man, pre-birthday wishes.
Oh,
It's
thank you
definitely
very
been
much.
an honor.
Hey, the pleasure's all mine to be, with you. I know I'm an acquired taste, and you've been with me the entire time. So I love you like a brother, and
Well, it's
like
I said, it's
much
certainly
love,
been an
man.
honor. I love your family. I love the times that we've shared, and
they take you in as one of their own for sure.
just big ups.
Well, thank you.
And to everybody that actually studies shit and works hard on their craft, man.
Myself and B, we have a group called Adam's Tone. If you're not
Adam's
familiar
Tone,
with
baby.
us, you can check us out at soundcloud.com/Adam's Tone. We will be appearing Tremont Music Hall July 30th, Charlotte, North Carolina. If you are in the area, love to see you.
Check us out on YouTube, Adam's Tone. The latest drop was Stone to Statue.
Starting work on the next disc beginning August, so that'll be a lot of fun. Keep you updated on that. But got a lot more show to go. It is week 9. You're listening to B&C Show. A lot more to go. We'll be back in 10 seconds.
I'm not going to be ignored, Dan.
Houston, we have a problem.
So it's a bad week to be a Browns fan. I don't know if you've heard.
Oh, boy.
But Josh Gordon was facing a 1-year suspension for failing on pot, which is something that I can definitely relate to.
Right.
But anyway, his appeal was coming at the end of this month. He was in Raleigh, partying with, I guess, who knows who's in Raleigh, but pretty city. But he gets a DUI.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so...
What's that from? I mean, that was obviously alcohol or
Well-
if he's got pot charges and this and that.
I think it was both.
Both.
I
They're
think-
hammering
yeah,
down on
yeah,
that,
yeah.
you know.
They don't. They're not
the amount
fucking
of
around.
motherfuckers doing
Yeah.
crack and coke and shit.
And what's so funny is initially, like the whole, when a couple states legalized pot, the initial background was like, well, this is going to put police enforcement out of work. Like, no, now they can
If that's
fucking
what they're going
focus
for,
on.
that's crazy.
Now they can
That's
focus
crazy.
on real shit.
Well, and here's the thing, and for everybody, where it's legal in the state and the federal government are different. So please be advised that if you get pulled over by Homeland Security or FBI or some shit like that, it's still liable. The federal government hasn't legalized it yet. Just certain states, which
Right.
we have proven and we written down that we're separate. So North Carolina separate from the United States. There's all kinds of contracts. It would boggle your mind.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a fucking spider web of contracts.
Which I'm a big fan of states' rights. Like I feel like
I like
that
it
was,
too.
That
I
was
actually
one
like it
thing
too.
that we went wrong in our kind of progression as a country. I like states' rights because if you didn't like it how it is here, you move 15 minutes down the street, you're in South Carolina.
Right.
Completely set of
or,
rules.
4 hours north up in the Commonwealth of Virginia.
Virginia's a beautiful state.
They're way different. They get holiday. Holy crap! They get there's a holiday, I forget, man. I don't want to say this wrong, but for a Confederate general,
Oh, really?
they get holidays for that guy.
Well, the capital was in Richmond. Yeah. so-
Richmond, Chesapeake Bay. My sister stays up there. Beautiful Veronica Haynes.
Big shout out to V.
Ooh, working hard.
People were like flabbergasted when we talked to, I don't remember, it was like a week or two ago when we were like, listen, you guys need to start reading user agreements before you start downloading this free software to your fucking phone.
Like Google Maps. Anything, really, man.
Oh,
Google is so
man.
worldwide. You're in America, you never left Gaston County or Texarkana or whatever. You think Google is just in your town? No, the shit is everywhere. It's a huge thing.
Man.
Don't think that it's not tied into worldwide shit.
People are posting pictures of them holding like big ass assault rifles and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like,
guess
you can't
what?
keep doing this.
Well, what's funny is that those weapons are almost obsolete now. It's the computer
my
now.
God.
You want to stop
yeah.
a country, you shut down their power grid.
Mm-hmm.
The motherfuckers won't know what to do. They'll be peeing in the streets like a bunch of fucking cavemen because that's how we've been trained. So just remain vigilant. I mean, you don't have to be like gung-ho, I fucking love this, America. No, just know how to start a fire, know how to do your basic things, and give a fuck about what's going on, man. It's not all about beers and the parties and this football game and that trip to Zimbabwe and shit. Like, it's really not that. It's really about just being a human. You're here to survive. I hate to be harsh, but it seems that we're getting to this point. The economy is what we go off of. I think that's so stupid because where we're failing is nobody knows how to build a fire. We wouldn't team up even if we had the chance to.
Nope.
Which is the goddamn problem to me.
We turn
I'm
on each
pissed
other.
at that shit.
Yeah.
We turn on each other. We
Instantly.
manipulate each other.
Instantly.
We do all this shit.
Instantly.
And that's some bullshit. I have a heart that bleeds blood, and I guarantee you I would spill it all over the earth for the chance to make good, really. I wish the people, if you're a man on this earth, a woman on this earth, you have a heart, 2 lungs, like I said, man, that's the guy I am. So
I love it.
Hey, let's
That
get
was
some,
deep.
man. Let's make
you-
it better, man.
You're being like really like, I love it, man. I could just feel the testosterone pumping through you, man. I love it.
Well, it's time for a change. It really is. I mean,
boy, I'm hitting 30 pretty
the
soon.
change
I feel
is
you.
not in a structured contract. The change is in an individual to want to change. So I wanted to change. If I have the opportunity, I would lead that. But if I don't have the opportunity, I'm gonna stay quiet until we're on the radio. I'm gonna put it out there for the aliens to know. At least,
Yeah.
we got 13 and a half listeners. That's the statistics. That half, I believe, is they're
Trying to let you
getting
know.
the first shows at Saturn right now.
Yeah. The first show just hit Saturn. Reviews have been mixed. Some people get it, Some people are just like, no, this is really not
It is
my
what
cup
it
of
is,
tea.
man. I get heated on that though. I wish that people had the ethical values that I feel you should have. I
Yeah.
wish that crime didn't exist. I wish that community-based things existed more. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I just get a little heated on that. I can get emotional from time to time. See,
Oh, no, I love it. I hate to say it, but unless we fundamentally change the way we approached to, like, the way we're arcing today's society, we are going to be victims, just like Carl Sagan predicted. Carl Sagan, he had some great works, but
he was a great man.
one of his great points was that aggressive, violent civilizations are doomed because that's just in their nature.
Yeah.
And
well, what the problem is, if you'll set another man's crop on fire, you'll set your own on fire, so another man can't use it. And I think it should be the other way. Like, we're if we're community based, why don't neighborhoods have a huge garden in them that everybody, maybe whoever wants to work on it.
Oh yeah.
But you can grab your greens and shit out of there. You don't have to have that shit at the grocery store anymore.
People forget how much really yields from those plants. I mean, you look at the green
It's
beans.
a ton, man.
It's a ton.
It's a ton, man.
It
It's
is a
more
fucking
than-
ton of stuff that's produced from just
like
a single
12
plant.
families could eat off like 3 rows every week and have too much, and it's all a matter of just picking them and cleaning them and doing that type of stuff. And I could be a good old country boy or whatever, but no, man. I mean, like, fuck y'all. That is the best tasting shit I've ever had on this earth. I hate restaurants. I love my family's gardens cooking.
No, I hear you. I agree entirely. We were talking about last week. I mean, when was the last time you could taste a tomato? I mean,
Exactly.
Jeez.
I'll have tomatoes for you this week, actually.
Well, I'm pumped about that.
I just got the text. Garden help needed.
Oh yeah, big
It's
up to Uncle
on.
Jack. He's
Uncle
out of
Jack's
surgery.
out of the
Hey, Uncle
hospital.
Jack's out of surgery.
I love it. I love
Thank
it.
God.
Yeah.
Thank God. Hey, we gotta have a salute for Uncle Jack.
I
You know,
got
say,
to.
here.
Big time. Been in the hospital for a week now. Over to July 4th. He loves America. He loves everything.
I'm glad
Just
he got
had
out.
to go down, baby.
I'm glad he's all right. This is for you, Uncle Jack Nostrovia. Big up to you. I'm glad the surgery went well.
Uncle Jack.
Thank God.
Representing my family. Let's do it.
He's the matriarch, right? Male wise.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So big up to him.
Next is me.
Next is you.
So
You better
we
start.
gonna-
You better
we
start.
gonna hold it down.
Better start spreading that seed.
I better.
We can't lose that genome. Your genome's way too good looking to be lost.
I better.
Jeez, man.
It's about that time anyway.
It's about that time.
Any suitors, please email.
Please
Long Dirty
email
Hell.
B at the BNC show
yeah.
at longdick.com.
LongDirtyHead.com.
Don't send me no emails. I'll get in trouble.
You never know. Your scrunchie was in my truck, dog.
I don't even get no emails anymore. I just
get hate mail.
get hate mail.
And it's mostly addressed to you, but they just have my address. So it's like it's just the weirdest thing. Man.
You're easier to find. You know, you got more followers.
Oh man,
Yeah,
I got more followers.
yeah.
3.5.
There's a couple cities that really get excited when I come around, but around here, I'm like,
Well, you haven't been everywhere.
I'm
bro.
old
You
new-
haven't
I'm
been
old
to
news here.
Egypt. You haven't been to the Mayan temples. You
oh
know.
man, that was I was so pissed when I found out that they're not letting people on top of Chichen Itza anymore because
Come
some
on,
woman fell
they're
down.
gonna let you do what you want. You just gotta have 10K.
have
to
a little
throw.
donation on hand.
Yeah, a little donation to keep the property up.
right.
For
This
the
is
next
for the
year.
children, right? Yeah,
Right.
I like that.
Hey, but we're going. I got 4 places more to visit on Earth. And
That's pretty much yeah. That's pretty much. What do you
let's
got
see.
left on your bucket list?
I got 4 places to well, first off, I'll skydive. I'll do that by the end of the year.
So you're really set on skydiving.
I'm on that.
B was hitting me with this. I think
it's a no question thing.
We were wrapping up taping.
I'm
I think
just-
last week. He's like,
yeah.
"Listen, we're going skydiving." I'm like, "I can't
It's
go
happening.
skydiving."
I don't care, man. If it's a Tuesday morning or a Friday night, I don't care. I'm doing it. But anyway,
Okay.
that's a no-brainer.
Number 2.
Number 2, Galapagos Islands.
Ow!
Going to the Galapagos.
That was
I'll
the
be
that was
there.
the site of the Darwin studies, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Next year I'll be
Wow.
there. New Zealand actually.
New Zealand is number 3.
Big ups, man. I posted how much I
Wow.
actually like kiwis,
Uh-huh.
and I got some responses
From New Zealand.
Well, not even, but there was evidently there's a bird called a kiwi, and there's the nickname for New Zealanders is kiwis.
Is it really?
Yeah, they call them kiwis.
Wow.
So, but they got great wine. It's an awesome little spot right off, and
Okay.
you can tell there's probably like sick geographical and geological history there.
Okay.
With because it's right outside of Australia. I definitely want to hit Australia too. So I'm definitely hitting the skydiving, the Galapagos, New Zealand.
Number 3. And what was number 4?
Guess what?
What?
I'm gonna make a porn.
That's your 4th one?
No, I'm just
Oh,
playing.
I was like, you
just wanna be funny, man.
completely changed. I was like,
I'm gonna grow dreads. See,
no, you're not.
it's gonna be one dread.
I'm gonna get
I
you a
actually
wig.
didn't, man. I didn't have number 4 planned, man.
So you only had 3. You just
I want to go to
gave
the
him-
Orient too, man. I've been
yeah.
that'd be my number 4, man. The
Well,
Orient
you can't
is
say
somewhere.
Orient. I actually got yelled at. Some woman yelled at me. She's like, "You can't say
Okay,
Oriental.
I want to go to Asia.
That's a rug."
I want to.
Well,
No,
Asia's huge.
I want to go to Asia.
So let me ask you: if you go to Japan, Korea, or Thailand, where would you go?
Japan, maybe Korea.
I've heard that I wouldn't be able to walk down the street in Japan because of my long hair. They would the girls would just go crazy. So
It's
apparently
quite
I'm in the
possible.
wrong country.
I mean, from what I've seen, their culture is pretty cool, man. They're
I like it.
very animated. And,
Very cool stuff over there.
I've heard the karaoke sessions over there are awesome.
So speaking of porn, here's a fun fact for you. In
Oh, boy.
I'm assuming South Korea, because it damn sure ain't North Korea.
Oh, damn sure.
To watch porn out there, you got to use your like Social Security, like their version of your Social Security number.
For real.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard that your doctor, if you tell your doctor that, hey, man, I drink like a sieve, I've heard that he can actually call the government and have your license revoked.
Wow.
So what would you think if the government started controlling the consumption of alcohol or something? Maybe you just buy a bunch of fucking cigars or cigarettes. I don't know what they could do. Maybe it's corn next. If you buy too much corn, they already regulate you washing your car and...
Oh, yeah, water usage and all that. So you're listening to the B&C Show, Week 9. We'll be back in 10 seconds.
Don't you ever fuck with the best corner in the game? Who's talking now? Crabtree! Don't you ever fuck with the best corner in the game? Alright?
You're listening to the BNC Show on the whatever the fuck network this is.
Very titillating. Titillating. Is it titillating? Titillating.
Titillating.
It's titillating.
You know, the word I have a hard time with is specific. I always ruin
Specific.
The one time I don't need to get it right, I get it right.
Spaghetti, spaghetti, spaghetti.
What? Norv Turner is coaching for the Vikings?
That's what it looks like.
Or maybe he's just one of their coaches, assistants or something. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Finally got fired in San Diego, apparently.
What's that?
Oh, I had the best dream in the world last night.
Oh,
man.
I had a great dream.
What did you
and
dream?
I were in it
Please
the other
tell-
day. No,
I was
want
in
you
your
to go
dream?
first. I had to recover this one.
What? I gotta go first? I'm busy right now.
Oh man, I have to recover this, man. We were in a great dream.
All right, so I'll go first. God damn it.
Shit. It might take me a day or two to remember it.
Well, now you got me excited.
I meant to tell you, but
I can't
I'll
wait
see
2
you on the
days.
weekend, man.
I don't. I wanted to get up with you Saturday, but I was just burnt, man. I drank
Oh,
drank
was
like
torn down,
14,
too.
15 beers and ate like 6 hot dogs. I was so fucked up that I fell asleep at like 9 o'clock p.m. Got up at 5. Felt like I had just participated in the hot dog eating contest.
Yeah, I had to take a major dookie.
God. So this dream, man, I was playing for the fucking Seattle Seahawks. I was defensive back. Obviously the only white guy out there. You know, loving life. We were getting hype as hell. I got 2 interceptions in the dream. And I look over at Richard Sherman, and I'm like, I got 2 interceptions, and I'm the light-skinned guy on the team. Ah! And he's all like, ah! And we're just getting hyped as hell.
That's how you would do it.
And I felt so cool,
actually
dude.
how you would do it.
I felt so
That's
cool in
actually
the
how
dream.
you would do it, man. My dream, I can't remember, man, but I swear we were in the Middle East somewhere. I'll struggle to remember it, man. I need to text you these things, man. Maybe Miles Kelly can tell us how our dreams affect us, but
I woke up so excited, but then like the longer the day goes by,
that's
I
actually
lose
if
more and more
you
facts.
guys don't know, C plays a mean defense. We were talking. See,
Thank you.
Thurston and C used to play, but you don't know how intense it got, and there were serious injuries, and it's good competition. But C and LJ Thurston on defense. It was nasty.
It was a lot of fun.
It was nasty, and both of them were intense. And that's how sports should be, man.
I definitely had the Napoleon kind of syndrome. You know, I was definitely always the smallest guy.
You remember the time
time
I tipped it up, man. Somehow I was playing defense. I tipped it up, and you like dove like Superman, and you grabbed the ball, bro.
That is what was the final like edged in stone thing.
The final countdown.
The ball game is beyond our comprehension because I could physically remember taking 1 step, 2 step diving.
Oh, it was
and
awesome.
Something in my brain, like your instinct, says turn. Because if I would have just caught it and was flat, then the ball would have hit the turf and bounced up and have been incomplete. But to get my hands on it and the instinct to say turn your body, so you get your hands on the ball
bro.
and turn,
It's
just so the ball never hit the turf. And everybody's like, "Oh, that's our ball!" You know,
because we're on D. We just recovered this. You know
oh, that's the
now
that's
we
the,
got
that's
a chance
the best
to score.
part.
What did we get? Second place that year. We got second place that year.
Yeah, we lost in the final. Yeah,
and that sucked. But
I won. I had been in 3 championship games, lost 2.
That shit was intense.
They're
man.
heartbreakers.
Just for the setting, we had a beautiful spot. It was an 80-yard field, indoor. And it was legit. It's about as legit as you can get without having pads. I mean, we saw people break noses, break faces.
People got hurt every game.
You know, tear ankles. Big ups to all the guys. What was my name? What was my man's name? Mike Brown.
Mike Brown. Big shout out to Mike Brown. He was a monster.
Man.
I mean, these were guys that were playing ball and then either got in trouble in college or just never got hurt and then they got dropped.
You got to check
or
out your city leagues, man. I played the same people in baseball, man.
And they play for money.
Yeah.
I mean, there's touring teams.
They
they just go up and down the coast and play.
Heck
do it on the weekends.
They're called travel teams.
Travel teams, yeah. I mean, that shit's very real.
So big ups to that, man.
Yeah,
and,
it was a lot of fun.
It's great competition and kind of good to know that you and I can still hang, I guess.
I miss it. It was like so funny. It's like obviously the best dreams are sex dreams. You know?
Yeah.
But I haven't had one of those in a while, so it was like I just smoke a lot of weed, man. I think my testosterone level was just like so for me to have like a very aggressive. Oh, well, the thing about it is I know I'm going to have a problem with testosterone. I mean, all the men in my family do, but they burn their testosterone off in their first 40 years, and then after that they need some help.
I mean,
all the men in my family are gorillas.
They are.
We've just been acting out since we were 7.
Well, it happens. I mean, like I said, man, you make it past like 45. I think it's been a good life.
I think that's what people forget. Like the mortality rate is so low, especially with like childbirth.
Yeah.
I mean, back in the day, it was like, the medieval time, post-medieval time.
Oh yeah.
There was like a 50% chance that not only is the kid gonna die,
you were
but
at
the
risk
girl's
drinking
gonna die.
water.
Oh
until about like the 1790s or some shit.
Yeah.
You couldn't even drink water without it being mixed with rum.
Check this shit out. I just heard this shit today because obviously this is stuff that me and you never know. We don't have kids, so how the hell would we know it?
How the fuck will we know?
But apparently, I don't know how it is in little small towns, but in metros like this, as soon as there's a baby born, immediately they put a digital wristband around them.
Really?
Now, this contains information on who the mother is. Because of child theft.
They can get lost.
Right, child theft.
You don't want that.
Giving the baby to the wrong person and all this shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
All right, well, we got a few more things to do. We got This Week in History coming up. We've got B's Earth Facts.
Boom.
Which has become the new smash sensation.
Earth Facts.
Week 9, you're listening to B&C Show. Be back in 10 seconds.
I love these dreads.
Hey.
They're here. I'm your number 1 fan.
All right. Working on Earth Facts. This is B with the Earth Facts. Y'all know y'all love it. Come on, man.
Facts, motherfucker.
Regardless of what you think, maybe it's boring. Who cares?
I don't think it's boring.
Nah, man, it might be boring to one of our couple of listeners.
Then step your game up. To motherfuckers think this is boring, step your intelligence game up. Have something to talk about.
Just know that the shit is interesting. So anyway,
you can't talk about weed all day, goddammit.
Or everything that's bad in the news. Or,
I have I grind my marijuana.
There's new shit,
like
man.
shut
we
up,
put
dude.
New shit
What else
in
you
peanut
got?
Butter.
What else you got? Sorry, go ahead.
Peanut butter.
I apologize.
I got peanut butter.
So Earth Facts.
Earth Facts,
what do you
baby.
Got?
We're gonna have to find a proper title. If you guys have any maybe examples of what you might want it to be. I mean, a title for the segment.
Woo!
All right, just so our listeners are involved, man. Let's do a game, man. Let's just.
I almost think we should let's
do a game. Let's figure out what this segment should be called. If you dig it.
Okay.
And if it's one person, they win. If it's 5 people, we get to pick. What do you think?
I like that. And the name I want to throw in there is Gaia's Earth Facts, just to big up to
I like
Gaia.
It. Oh.
Big up to Gaia.
Presented by B. We may have a winner, folks.
Gaia's Earth Facts, presented by B.
We may have a winner.
All right, so what do you got? I'm pumped.
All right,
Let me get my pen so I can take notes.
Don't you want to? All right. Guess where the deepest lake is on the earth?
Deepest lake. All right, give me a second. Can I get a clue? If I ask you,
it's cold
what
as hell.
Okay, so it's cold. Okay, is it in Asia?
No, it's not.
Okay,
good guess. You're close.
Is it in Canada?
Nah.
Okay, I'm out of clues.
You're close. You're close.
Do I get 3 strikes or no?
You can get 1 more.
And you said it's cold.
It's cold.
Am I going the wrong direction?
You are all over the earth actually right now. Asia to Canada. That's a hell of a flight.
Africa.
No.
Well, Africa goes down.
Motherfucker, it's not cold there though.
It's not cold.
All right, so there you struck out. That's all right. Back to the dugout with C. So the deepest lake on earth, the freshwater deepest lake on earth.
Yeah.
Is actually in Siberia, Russia.
I said Asia.
I'm not counting that shit.
Oh, you thought the Orient. Oh, it's the word of the week.
Word of the
sorry,
week,
sorry.
yes.
Damn,
And
well, so
evidently I'm stamped with that.
what lake is it? I'm sorry, I got frustrated.
It's Lake Baikal.
Wow.
And that's Baikal,
Okay.
Siberia, Russia.
Okay.
It's actually 5,700 feet deep.
Damn.
That's over a mile. This lake was formed from a rift valley. What a rift valley is, actually, my dude, is they could be mountains. They could just be like just some plain land. When I mean plain, I mean like flat land.
Okay.
But it's formed by a crustal extension and often made more deep by erosion. So this is actually a mile deep, and it's just crazy. There's other facts about this lake.
Tell me.
Which I was just interested. I was like, what's the deepest lake? We got Lake Erie and Lake Wylie and whatever.
All man-made lakes.
Yeah,
and this definitely isn't man-made. Right?
So this is made by
nature
doing its thing. So it's actually the 7th largest lake by surface area.
Wow.
This motherfucker has 1,700 species in it, 2/3 of which you can't find anywhere else on Earth.
Holy hell.
Yeah, I need to get some examples of what those are. I want to see it. All right, and it's actually the greatest volume of fresh water.
Oh, it is fresh. I was going to ask you
it's
what
fresh water.
I was going to ask you.
The greatest water. I mean, of course that this is the situation, man. Russia's cold. This shit freezes over.
Oh,
but when it does become warm, it's the largest volume of fresh water. Actually, 20% of the Earth's fresh water, non-frozen,
is in that lake.
Is in this lake.
Holy
so this is
shit.
actually a big deal. People don't know about it. I just learned about it. I mean, a day or so ago.
Holy
it's
hell.
crazy.
Wow.
All right, so I blew your mind with that.
That's a great one.
I want to calm you down.
You keep setting the bar like higher and higher every week.
I got you
every
all
week it's
wet over that one.
So what else you got?
Hottest temperature on Earth.
Okay.
Guess. Do you think it's in Canada again?
No, I'm gonna.
Come on, you chose Africa for the coldest fucking.
Well, the only reason I said that is South Africa, is pretty far down, longitude, latitude wise.
It's
so
not
I just
that
figured.
cold, though.
No, I guess not.
But that
all right,
does have a high population of sharks, so we'll throw that in.
I'm okay. Don't get me going on that.
Great whites. We're
so
swimming
the hottest
with
place
them.
you saying?
Yes.
Okay, the hottest place.
Hottest temperature ever recorded on Earth. That's what we're going for. If you want to guess, if not, just say pass.
No, I do want to guess.
Okay.
It's gonna be either South America or Africa.
It's got to be somewhere around the equator, right?
Got to be.
No.
Okay.
Right here in these United States.
Wow. Where the hell
Death
is it?
Valley, California.
That's fantastic.
Can you believe it?
I can believe it. Yeah.
Recorded on July 10th, 1913. Now, let's just clarify for a second that we were a volcanic Earth for a moment, and these are human recordings. So this is not the hottest time ever on Earth.
No.
This is the hottest temperature recorded on Earth. So
a lot of evidence to suggest that water was brought here by meteors and comets and all that.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying there's errors in everything, and which brings me to a point.
Okay.
In 1922, they actually recorded in Libya a temperature of 136.
Jesus. I think the hottest it ever got in Yuma when we were there was 129. And that was coming from the car temperature, which is never accurate.
It's a little hotter. I don't know.
So I think 125 is probably the hottest ever. We ever felt.
I kept seeing was 115 to 125.
How hot was it in Iraq when you were there?
Iraq, when I was there, it stayed about 100. I was out west. It's hotter some other places.
Was it because of the time of the year, or?
Possibly, but I was there pretty much all year. It actually snowed in Iraq.
Did it really? Now, you would tell me when the sun would go down, you'd have to be prepared because the temperature would drop 20 degrees, and it would just crush you.
Yeah. It's a whole different mind frame because it's so hot in the day.
Right.
And then it drops to, let's say, so if it's 120 and then it drops to 80,
That's a 40-degree drop.
40 degrees.
Yeah, huge.
And so if you put it at 80 degrees and drop it to 40, you're fucking freezing.
Oh, God, yeah.
You see, so that's kind of where it's at.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I know it's a lot hotter in a lot of places in Iraq. Where it was the hottest was Kuwait.
Really?
Evidently at Death Valley, 134 is the reigning champ. That's 56.7 degrees Celsius if you're across the pond or actually outside of America, because we're the only one that use Fahrenheit.
All right, well, those were another great weekly earthly facts from B. I love that. That was fantastic.
Man. Where do I come up with these things?
I mean, you just do a little research and you do some digging and find some things you're interested in. I love it. I mean, you're always blowing my mind with it. You know, it's fantastic.
It's cool to keep you stimulated.
I like that.
I mean, really.
All right,
what do you got for us, bro?
So after break, we're going to take a little break just to kind of recoup and get my head back together.
Whew, I need a break.
We got This Week in History. So that'll be next.
Segment.
Oh, I mean, I think it's growing on people a little bit.
Well, cool.
I think the expectation of how ludicrous and yet still charming we can be is kind of resonating in an individual or two. I think it's just the sound of our voice. I don't even think people listen to what we say. I think people just sit on speakers and just let it go.
So you're saying maybe we put toddlers to sleep?
I definitely don't think that. No,
okay.
It's
maybe small pets like cats and
like
gerbils.
WEND is gonna be like, we love the show, guys. Listen, this is fantastic. We'd love to have you come in, but listen, content, little racy, topics, little risque.
Y'all cuss all the fucking time.
You guys,
see the
VPs
VPs cuss too,
much,
but
okay?
If you're the guy that's on the mic, you can't fucking cuss. But that's bullshit.
The FCC would be breathing down our necks. Okay, so, maybe if you guys can just tighten up a little bit, we could work something out. At the end of the day, I mean, we were talking about this with my old man. It's either do the show that we want to do,
boom,
and be who we want to be.
Oh, yeah.
Or,
oh, no.
It's they give us the sheet, they completely direct us in a vision that we're
reading shit
corporate
off
sponsorships.
Paper.
Oh yeah, there's no thought. There's no anything. It's like, oh well, today Britney Spears sucked some dude in the airport.
Yeah. She wasn't wearing panties.
Apparently Britney Spears has a hygiene problem. I mean, it's like it's like you would never get anything exciting out of us. So anyway, next up, This Week in History. Be back in 10 seconds.
You're out of order! You're out of order! The whole trial is out of order!
When someone asks you if you're a god, you say yes!
So what the fuck is up with This Week in History?
Oh boy, version 9.0.
I like it.
So 1865, Mary Surratt is first woman executed by the United States federal government.
Why?
She was a conspirator in the Abraham Lincoln assassination.
Okay.
Yeah. So I thought it was going to be for her being a witch, but I guess that was. I guess
was in the 1700s.
I guess they're counting like the federal
country
government.
had progressed.
1914, Babe Ruth makes his Major League Baseball debut.
Oh, nice.
So I just wanted to put that out there.
Pretty influential player there.
I see baseball dying. I mean, is that just
no? You're wrong.
Am I wrong? Okay.
On average, you have more fans at a baseball game. I mean, football is a little different just because it's on Sunday, but just do the averages. And you'll see that baseball is the shit. I mean, at 2 o'clock on a Tuesday,
there's people there.
2/3 of the stadium is full.
Okay. Maybe, like I said, that's why I brought it up and asked you. I figured you followed it. You would know more than me.
Yeah, if there was another sport, okay, soccer, you have soccer and then baseball. Baseball is actually a very worldwide sport. So,
it is.
So it's definitely not dying. And they have the highest paid players. The highest contracts in sports.
You had said soccer, so big up to the American team, the men's team.
We got congratulations.
We got disqualified, but we fought well, and congratulations.
Hey, it is what it is, boys. Let's work hard. Let's keep going. I'll see you in 4 years.
I think the one thing I took away from that is we've got a lot of young talent.
We do have an Olympics coming up as well.
Oh, really? Well, the women is just going to dominate. Our women,
you know how it is.
For sure.
They always dominate something.
I know all the women are happy, like World Cup's almost over. So, but the ratings were fantastic. I look forward to the next one.
A lot of Americans went down to Brazil. A couple of our friends.
Yeah, they're coming back. I saw them post a picture today.
They were
saying
down there a hot minute.
I think they were down for the whole month.
They're going to have stories to tell.
Oh, God. We're going to have to get them on, hopefully. Get them on for, like, the last
That'd
show
be
of the
fantastic.
season. Yeah. So here we go. 1942. Himmler decides to begin medical experiments on Auschwitz prisoners. I know that's heavy, but a lot of our medical knowledge comes from the horrendous, disgusting experiments that were going on.
That whole Holocaust.
But just to spin this, as before you get depressed, do you know where MDMA, aka Molly, came from? Do you know where we found that?
No.
We found it going through Berlin. They were using it as a truth serum.
Really?
I
can see that.
Once we found it in the Americas, we were using it as psychiatrists were using it to kind of like break through those walls.
There was
of
the
patients.
quote-unquote truth serum. I mean,
And
you've heard less about it.
Oh, can you imagine getting, some heavy-duty, real clean MDMA pumping?
Oh,
you?
yeah.
You know, to listeners that didn't really catch the clean wave of ecstasy, it was almost like our generation's acid. When acid hit for our father's generation, acid was huge. And when ecstasy hit for our generation, it was huge. But when it first hit, it was a lot cleaner than it is now. Like, the term Molly 12 years ago, 14 years ago, when somebody said that to you, your eyes got big.
You were like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's almost the same thing with the weed. Like, everybody's like, oh, I got dro. It's the same thing.
Well,
I
back
got
in the day,
Molly.
dro wasn't even big.
Nobody
so,
had that shit 15 years ago. Nobody.
So now it's everywhere.
Now it's all people smoke. But long story short, the ecstasy thing, I don't encourage drug use. It's one of those things to where, if you're in a situation to where you're finding yourself using those drugs, there's nobody that can talk you in or out of that anyway.
Yeah.
But just don't be stupid. Don't put yourself in bad situations.
And friends help friends, man. Please.
Exactly.
Please.
Always have somebody babysitting. Don't be greedy and always want to get fucked up. Always have somebody there.
Friends help friends.
To where if the shit hits the fan, you got somebody there.
Yeah.
To where,
we've lost too many people to that type of shit.
Lost too many people, man. And that's one of those things to where human consciousness is only meant to see so far. There's an organic limit to how far our understanding can go. And psychedelics and psychotropic substances, I honestly believe them to be a essential and crucial part of our evolution as a species. However,
I agree, actually.
You
can't take advantage.
Going to a Jimmy Buffett concert on 5 different substances is not what the fuck I'm talking about.
Right. I mean, just do what you do, experiment, expand your consciousness, and, get busy on life, man. Procreate, have a good family, enjoy others around you, and just remain.
And the guys that listen to us usually can hold their shit. Guys that listen to us usually have been experimenting for some time and eat during the day. But girls, especially younger girls, they don't eat as it is.
Please.
And then they go to a party, and then they take something from some stranger, and then they're having...
Just be safe. Like I said, have a babysitter, have a friend that'll knock you out if you're gonna drunk drive or whatever the fuck, You
remember Flavor 8?
I do.
I was
got shut down. I was a little disappointed.
God, I was so fucked up on MDMA that I was making friends with all the cops there. And
probably helped us out.
It
helped you out.
We actually got pulled over on the way out of there. The guy that was driving swerved across the interstate, and we got pulled over. And the cop beamed his light in the car and was like, "Oh yeah, I know your buddy. Y'all go ahead and get out of here." So it was just like
it's really about that one-on-one relationship. I mean, it's the chemicals meeting. It's the situation and time.
Oh yeah, all your filters come off.
Yeah,
you spend your whole life generating filters, and they're natural and almost essential to where you say, "Okay, this person is a danger. This person is not a danger."
Or I'm in love with her, or I want to be that, or
now,
all that.
On certain substances, and we're discussing Molly, what happens is there is no personal space, there is no filters, there is no aggression, and that can put you in a dangerous situation because we live in a jungle, and you're encountering people that might not be that friendly to you.
Right. You got to feel, if you went to a primitive state, like dogs, cats, squirrels, birds, humans, they all give you a aura.
Oh yeah.
If the dog is mad, you know it.
You know it.
You know if he's hungry. If there's a lion and he's sleeping, you're gravy. If the motherfucker's like, shit, I'm hungry, you know it.
Oh yeah.
So same with humans, right? I mean,
heavy.
We
heavy
get crazy.
Stuff.
We get crazy with it.
All right, let's move on before this just becomes a Matrix. Red pill, blue pill. You know, we're getting sued by mothers.
Have you ever dove into psychology?
You know, mothers are emailing me, blaming their teenage drug addiction on me. You know, you told my son to try these drugs. No, we did not say any of that.
No,
but anyway,
we do not encourage that.
We do not. You are a shaman or you're not. You know, quit overdosing at the fucking Fish concert, for God's sakes.
Please.
Next up, this one's for you, B.
Please. Okay, cool.
1951, Paris celebrated its 2000th birthday. So I just wanted to put that to you. So now, obviously, they're plus 2000, but 2000 is a beautiful number. So big up to you.
Really? So they're 2,000 years old. They have, I touched walls from ancient Sumer, bro.
Oh,
like
my
one
God.
Of the oldest,
from the Sumerian cult, the ancient Sumerian cult, the dead civilization.
I've touched walls from there, like in the Louvre. Spelled different than it sounds. I just said fuck it. They said don't touch. I said fuck this. I'm touching that.
Got to.
Yeah. Paris is a great city. Lots of crazy good energies, and just a beautiful atmosphere. So
I hope I get to see it. Yeah.
Visit if you can. All of France, actually. France has a lot of nice features, and actually Europe as well.
The next one I always want to recognize our brothers. Miss Gibson, I'm not going to butcher her first name, is the first African-American to win the Wimbledon tennis tournament. So obviously a completely white-dominated sport. And obviously that was a big deal. It was the first African-American to win it. So big up to her. I always love to see...
I think inherently people are just people. So
yes, but the point I'm trying to make is that athletics has helped...
Oh, I agree.
Racists more like chip away at their...
I agree.
You know,
their
because
routine.
all of a sudden they're cheering for Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
They're cheering for Frazier.
Yeah.
They're cheering for what was the baseball player?
Jackie Robinson.
They're cheering for Jackie Robinson. You know
exactly. No, and then cats like him were getting beat up. You know. So,
I don't want people to like take this as us being on some high horse or
no.
We're both Caucasian, but we came from neighborhoods of like lower middle class to where you had a house and there were stuff to eat, but that's all. Like that's it.
Yeah, you're on your way. You were doing your laundry quite early.
You know, this don't break something. We don't have the money to fix it. You know, those kind of households. And I mean, our parents did everything they could do. Our beautiful families did everything they could do. And now I think that's why me and you, I think, haven't had children, because subconsciously we know that like we're still trying to grind for our families and get things right.
It's always the fucked up part is, and it's changing now. But I always wanted to have financial backing before I had children.
I agree.
It's starting to be like I need to get a wife and children.
There's kind of what's so funny is you bring that up. Is I was kind of feeling like, okay, I got a girl I can trust. She's sweet. Do I want to have kids? Kids are cute. You know, they look like you. You teach them how to play ball, whatever. But then I go to a function, like I was at a 4th of July function where there was a couple kids, and I'm just like, oh God, I don't.
I mean, it's definitely a stress, but
it's probably as like 50% positive, like, oh, this is so wonderful, and 50% like, God damn, would you just leave me alone and let me take a nap for an hour and a half? You know, I don't know.
I have no idea either.
I don't know.
I feel like I would be excited. And,
I'm sure it changes. Like as soon as you see it, like a boy or girl, like I'm sure something like switches over.
I think for both of us, which is sad to say, we come up trying to be rock stars, but like if we did, I think we changed for the better.
You know, it's kind of one of those things to where
because
like,
we actually step up. And this is what I was getting at with the
sure.
Yeah.
I've been thinking a lot about this, and I think it's one of those things to where guys that there were 2 paths you could take. Might multiple that, but let's just for the sake of argument, you take the B and C path to where like you're already, almost inventing your own companies. like
Right.
record labels or bands.
That's what we're
or
doing,
Whatever,
yeah.
studios,
Yeah.
whatever you're doing. Or you go the traditional path to where you go to college and you become
two kids by now. At our age, people got 2 or 3 kids.
Yeah,
they do have, whatever job, but they.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
we got buddies that their kids are going into high school.
Yeah.
So it was either one path or the other, and it's one of the things to where as much beauty and experiences as the people that went the traditional route with families and college and some 9-to-5 career.
It's a little offset. We probably envy each other in different ways.
Exactly. That's the point I was trying to make. It's all the experiences that we've had not having kids, not having wives, not having
been all over the
time.
place,
We've been
right?
all over the fucking place.
Yeah, we've had some great experiences, man.
It's funny. I'll run into a guy that has family, and he's like, man, I wish I could fucking be in rock bands and go wherever I want to go. And I'm like, man, well, I wish I could, have a son and, have fucking whatever. But it's just, you want what you can't have.
I think that's right. And in my case, I bet what I want, I can never have. So boom.
What do you really want? I want to be Xerxes, and that obviously that
I wouldn't mind.
I'm definitely
I'll be honest with you. My dad, man, he pulled up in a Cadillac at our high school graduation.
Yeah,
I got in the back. We were waiting for our families. And I just remember this conversation so vividly. He was in the front. He was like, I'm sure in his mind, he was like, I need to say something impactful here. My man just graduated high school. So he basically said, well, you're out of high school now. You can do whatever you want to do. What do you want to do? I said, Dad. Just in the same voice, I said, Dad, I want to take over the world. Not in a Hitler sort of way, but in a I want to, I always wanted some grasp on the earth, not just Charlotte, not just Yuma, not just, but it is what it is. But my dad laughingly said, ha ha ha, you can't do that. So I like it. Yeah, I like it because he said I could have anything I wanted, but then he said I couldn't do it. But it is what it is, man. What my thoughts on the earth and societies and shit at that time and what life would be like, obviously, man. I mean, 18, you're still figuring it out. I mean, at 30, I'm still trying to figure it out. But, of course, I've had 7,000 different life experiences that have shaped my mind after that, bro.
For sure.
War or Yuma sessions. I'm sure you have, man. Seattle.
Oh, yeah.
We went to Mexico.
I thought I was the second coming there until I was, until I was about 24 or 25. I really thought I was like the second coming.
Well, it happens.
I really thought that.
It fucking happens, man.
Yeah,
now we
you misinterpret
rubbing coconut
things.
oil all over myself.
Oh yeah. Now you're just like, okay, hopefully I'll be around for another 2 years.
Yeah, I just need about 2 more. Pay off this fucking truck and whatever little debts in my family ain't got to pay for it.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's somber as fuck, but. What
it's
else?
Heavy. It's been one of those things, man, where like we're
well, you coming up on the 17th. The 17th.
Yeah, I turned 30 on the 17th.
Yeah.
I'll be gone for a few days.
It's not an easy route. Turning 30 is like kind of weird. You're getting to it after 25, and 30 is what all the old people are.
It's flown by, man.
It starts there.
It's flown by. It's felt like a hot shower. You get in a hot shower and you're like, God damn, it's so hot. And then a few minutes later, it's the same temperature, but it doesn't feel that hot.
It's done. Yeah.
It's like time, man. Before you know it, you're 30.
Well, just,
and,
my advice: don't get up. Don't get up.
Don't get up. Just stay in bed. Just stay in bed the whole day.
No, just don't give up and treat it as like I'm starting to think of it more as like, all right. Everything, not that I regret it, but like everything I think I should have done different that you realize in your head for your conscious, I feel like that's things I'm gonna take control over now. Like all the things I wanted were not wrong. I have life passions like music, untouched. Always gonna make music, but like the whole financial aspect. I was completely content being 17 in my Cadillac. Being able to pick up you and whoever else. We went out to the dam, wherever, Copperhead Island, or wherever else we used to frequent.
I can still see that car.
Just in our like neighborhoods. But like that was awesome, right? So like that type of thing, that one-on-one interaction. I'm gonna try and I'm not gonna do less business. You have to make money, but like I'm gonna try and do more one-on-one interactions. That's my goal after 30. And be wholeheartedly about it. Not, I gotta see you for 5 minutes and all of a sudden I have a bad attitude because my check didn't clear. Nah, I'm gonna give that one-on-one interaction 100%. How about it?
I love it. Yeah, I mean, just over the last few years, we've lost a lot of people. And the older we get, we're just gonna continue to lose more. So. The only advice we can give you, I would say that a lot of our listeners are, a few years behind us.
And very beautiful.
Beautiful. I mean,
beautiful.
Some of the likes and the shares and the emails from the individuals. You're still, in the prime of your life. You're young. You're vibrant. You're not jaded by, society and substance abuse.
Well, it's gonna come. No, that's the issue. I mean,
if I could say one thing to you, I mean, obviously, this isn't the last time you'll ever hear our voice, but just enjoy life and affect people around you positively.
Right, and just give 100% where you're 100%. At while you're there. I don't care if you're at the shooting range or your kid's soccer practice or something. Just give 100%. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, and in my eyes, I'll die peacefully then if I give 100%, right? I mean,
at the end of the day, as long as
you can tell me and C ain't gonna live. We ain't gonna live about 35, so we already.
As long as you can sleep at night. At the end of the day,
Yeah, just
make peace with your God, and just don't regret anything. I mean, obviously, there's tons of things that I would have done differently, and
always change your socks, boy.
Change your socks. Don't get trench foot.
Don't get trench foot. Don't.
If you get a rash, cornstarch is a big help.
Well, McKeithen said 2 different pairs of socks.
Yeah,
and if dogs won't bite you.
And if you shake it more than 3 times, you're playing with yourself.
Oh yeah, that's the next segment. You remember
that was a big one.
Yeah, we got to talk about how we
ran out. So just to
out.
Close, let's close on a good note. Obviously, let's it's been
we're
heavy
happy here.
It's been heavy. We're just recovering from the holiday week and everything.
Too many hot dogs, too many hamburgers, too much mac and cheese, a whole lot of American. We love you.
So let's flash back to 15 years ago. So we're sitting in a bullshit class. And when I say a bullshit class, a class that was really invented just to be invented. I mean, they didn't think people would take the class for 4 years. So it was the 4th year, and everybody's like, okay. Well,
yeah. So
anyway.
This is when me and C got the balls set in.
Me and B have always been kind of on some other shit. We were doing prank calls and recording them. We were using cassette tapes and holding we were holding the cordless phone to the mic.
Yeah, we did ballsy shit. It was fun.
So anyway,
we don't mean any harm. We never meant any harm.
Never. We got in a lot of trouble.
For laughs.
We got in a lot of trouble for that.
We did,
but we didn't. So where I'm going with this is we're sitting in this class, and B had come up with this idea to where he was going to fake having
always me
a bathroom panic attack.
Where you got the bubble guts during a huge test or exam.
And that was the funny thing is that we're doing a test. It was like end of grade.
It was test. It was a big test. It was like a 2-hour deal.
And B played it. I swear to God, I could still. It was just 15 years ago, but I can still see it so clearly.
Wasn't even that long. Come on.
It was. We're 30. We're fucking. That was when we were 16, 17 years old.
No, it was the 4th year in high school. That means
I was 17 when I graduated.
Yeah, I was 18. All right.
So 17 years.
17 years. No, anyway. It's actually 12.
12 years ago. Sorry.
Thanks.
Anyway, so we're sitting there, and he played it so smooth. There was only like 10 of us in the class, and the bathroom was right across the hall, so it was perfect. And he's like, oh, And everybody like kind of like looked around
Yeah,
the first
yeah.
time.
You
The first
wanna
time
make,
everybody
like,
let it go.
The first,
Nobody the first.
You wanted to sell it. You wanted to sell it first, and just be like, oh, like your gut's hurting.
Oh, and I somehow taped it. I don't know how I got a video. How did I get a video tape of this?
Man, maybe we can put that on YouTube or something.
I thought I had this tape, B.
I think you have this tape. Maybe we can put it on YouTube.
Taped. If we can find it, we'll put it up for you.
We'll definitely put it up. That'd
so
be
after
excellent.
like the second or third like B groaning, like people start like looking up and like looking at him, and I think
there's people asking me like, "Are you alright, dog?"
Right? Yeah, I'm okay.
I'm alright. I just got
because we're
finished
taking a
this
serious test, so we're trying to be legitimate, and I'm the only one that knows that something's this is a big joke. So anyway, like after the fifth or sixth groan, he stands up.
Throws the desk.
Like
I throw the desk.
knocks like 3 desks over and just runs out the classroom. And everybody's like just stops. Like everybody just stops because they think he's being serious. Like he's got a real problem.
Oh yeah.
And I like I'm
Yeah,
gonna go
you were
check
in.
on him.
You were a co-conspirator.
I'm gonna go check on him. He's like, oh, and the teacher was like, yeah, go check on him. So I go in there, and me and you are just dying laughing.
We're laughing like hell in the bathroom, dude.
We used that in the bee thing to where you would be in the hallway and you'd act like there was a bee.
Oh yeah.
And you would just start swatting, and then everybody would panic.
Yeah. You can't, the best comedy bit is swatting a bee that nobody else sees.
Yeah, we were those guys.
Yeah. I used to run into like doors and things too.
Oh yeah.
If you kick it with your toe at the right moment and then grab your forehead, people think you ran right into it. Especially when you like turn and like
if you sell
start to talk to them.
Oh yeah, it's like playing soccer, man. Just sell it.
Well, come on now, those motherfuckers piss me off, especially in this cup, man. I like a flopping will get you so far, but I feel like I might be wrong. But I feel like if you didn't flop, you could probably still get the goddamn ball and score.
Maybe.
What do you think, man? I mean, like, that's 50-50 with me. I get it. Maybe you can sell time, get the extra time, all that shit. But, like, man, I feel like when you flop, and they flop hard, too, and I feel like certain injuries come from flops, bro. They, like, try not to catch themselves. They try to act unbalanced. I think that's part of the game. I know it is, but what's your thoughts on that?
My thoughts are my favorite things is making people laugh, making girls scream like like not in a sexual way. I mean, yes, in a sexual way.
Oh
but
yes.
Like,
okay, so that's like
and
times
3 is winning, like having our team win.
I love that.
And 4, I'm just gonna invent 4 is food. Like the older I get, the more I love food. I'm getting fat over here. Did you see?
Well, you blinked like 16 times.
Did you see how fat I'm getting? Look.
You ain't fat. You still just skinny and covered in tattoos.
Oh. Maybe
a treadmill. Maybe we'll walk around the block will help things. But
I'm trying to get fat, B. Damn it.
Why? You don't want to breathe good?
No.
You don't want to live a long time?
You remember the emphysema test they gave us in school to where like you plug your nose and breathe through a straw?
I don't.
God, it was horrible.
Maybe that was just for you.
Maybe they were like had isolated all the smokers, I guess. I don't even smoke cigarettes.
It's a good thing.
It is.
Cigarettes suck, especially from this country. If I did smoke cigarettes,
oh God,
they'd be from
got the worst fucking cigarettes in the world.
Yeah, another country. They'd definitely be from another country.
Well, it's been a lot of fun.
We love you guys. Next week, Miles Kelly, maybe Charlie Manning.
Hopefully. We got Reed Clayton coming in over the next couple of weeks.
We got the cast from Brazil returning.
Oh, I hope.
Oh, man, we can get them
Bob
on.
and Dave, I hope we can get them on, yeah.
That's it. That's on. I'm going to reach out to them, and hopefully they hear our shit. They did chime in from Brazil.
They did. They sent us some love. They're like, we're blasting y'all in Brazil. What's up?
So we want them to tell about all their experiences.
Yeah.
Maybe show 11 or something.
Yeah, we're going to have to get them in.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody get them on the phone.
Just have them on, man. I'll bring all the goods, the tables, the beers, all the goodness.
So this will air, I don't know.
We don't even know.
It'll air this week.
Sometime.
I'm gone for a couple days, so I'm just going to...
He's out. I'm out.
I'm going to send it to a couple people and let them do their thing, and that's it. So you got a court date.
I got a court date.
So hopefully B doesn't get locked up, and hopefully I don't get assassinated while I'm at the beach.
What I hope happens is
what
my mugshot looks like old buddies, and I get 80,000 Twitter followers all of a sudden.
Immediately, like your shit hits.
Yeah,
and like
I got blue eyes too.
You quit the show. You're like, listen, I ain't got time to do the show with you no more.
What we should do is do
on.
like a graphic design, put a teardrop in my ear, and like a couple neck tattoos.
Totally.
And then just print it out there, see what happens.
Totally.
It's the year of the bad boy.
Just figure out something stupid to get you arrested for, and bam, instant.
I don't even need
success.
to. I don't even need to. We just need to take a headshot.
Love it. You are good looking.
Psych 'em out.
Psych 'em out.
Psych 'em.
Well, it's been a lot of fun. We're wrapping up week 9.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Wait till next week.
And for the love of God, stop playing us at work. Use the headphones.
If you want to stay employed,
you're going to get fired listening to us.
Well, here's the other thing. Check out the other episodes.
I would.
I
would. I mean, it's pretty much, we're just now fixing all the technical difficulties we were having. So, I mean, I feel like it'll be clean from here on out, but I encourage you to visit the catalog, if you will.
Oh, yeah. Visit the catalog. I like that. That was slightly sexual as well.
Oh, it was. And we'll be appearing live. B will be signing titties July 30th, so if you want your titties signed,
C will
come
be
on
completely
down.
naked.
I'll be nude.
He's got red tattoos. He's got a sun on his shoulder. Dreadlocks.
I do.
Down his back.
People come and take a picture with B and also collect some of my sweat. We can put it in a bottle.
I love it.
And
I love
that's
it.
pretty much where we're at.
Touche. Great job.
We'll see you next week.
In the books, baby.
See you next week. B&C Show.
Peace.
Holla at your boy.com. See ya.